Oh, are we recording now?
Yep.
Alrighty then. Yeah, camera difficulties, am I right? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Weekly Shonen Jump Review. I'm Fonzie.
And I'm Hero.
Yes, as usual. Anybody who wants to vote to have Andrew's beard cut for the next video, please submit a like to this video. Anyways, we got a treat for you today. As we said before, Akira Toriyama has brought in a new manga called Jacko, and surprisingly, this isn't actually going to be a one-shot. This is actually going to be a full-fledged manga, completely. And we've read through this, and it's awesome already.
I really like it.
And it starts out very appropriately, in space.
In space!
Yeah, no build-up to the fact that Saiyans are aliens this time.
And someone is monologuing who, I used to be a scientist, but not anymore, so I'm lonely and sad.
Well, and we get a picture of a spaceship crashing into the moon and then hurtling towards Earth. How do you miss the moon?
and then we cut to an island.
Yep, just a plain old ordinary island with fully decorated with shrine and destroyed laboratory. This is exactly where I think Akira Toriyama lives. And we see that an old man is investigating a pod of some sorts and does some other menial chores like gardening and visiting a grave. I'm sure that's ordinary for most Japanese people. Anyway, so he goes back home and listens to the news, and I guess the only this is like TMZ for anime.
TMZ! We're really important!
Well, I guess the most important thing that is to talk about is sending a an idol to the frickin' outer space.
Not just a super idol.
Oh, that makes the difference.
And they're gonna send this super idol to the moon!
Yeah,
because that's totally cost efficient.
Yeah, and
that's so important.
Yeah, and this is coming from the old scientist who probably understands,
And we get to see this super idol, and she's, oh, hi, brah.
Yeah, Jesus. Anyways, it seems like...
and the old man's like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yep, but, his old man ravings end quickly as the ship actually starts careening into the ocean right next to his island. And, of course...
Is that one of them Transformer thingies?
Wow, you're really giving this old man, like the rim job, aren't you? Jesus.
What job?
Shut up!
Fucking A.
And suddenly a giant fin...
Yeah, it seems that the island is circled around by a giant...
Don't say it! Yeah, just sharks. And I see this fin and I'm like, what, is the Megalodon swimming in there?
Wow, that movie sucked. Anyways, it seems that the ship is also a boat. Wait, no, it's not a boat. It seems that somebody's actually swimming and pushing the ship onto shore. It's the tiniest little version of Space Krillin.
And we'll see later that he's actually more like Frieza.
Yeah, I'll admit that this guy's design is quite... you know what? It's an odd one because, after all the space forms in Dragon Ball Z and everything else from Akira Toriyama was that it always had these humongous shoulder pads or something like that. They all flared out to the side. And, I mean, somehow Frieza, had his own, but, seeing as how he was a freaking juggernaut compared to the Saiyans.
And this alien calls the shark a bad guy, and old man's like, no, it's just a shark.
Well, yeah.
It eats ships.
Yeah, because, sharks just eat ships. Just a shark.
Not humans.
Anyways, we find out that the little guy is an alien.
And...
he's a super chosen elite member of those who will protect the peace of the galaxy.
And now...
now Ginyu poses.
No. And now he does the Ginyu Force Dance of Joy.
Oh god, your Dance of Joy nearly killed me.
Yeah.
And he appears to be a galactic patrolman.
And I think he's a rejected member of the Ginyu Force.
You know what? The Ginyus are all rejects anyway.
But he's even more rejected.
Anyways, it seems that, well, due to actually his incompetence of just simply watching YouTube videos the entire time while traveling to Earth, he actually careened into the moon, then lost control, and then was flung down into the ocean. This guy is, super elite, sure. Anyways, it seems that the old man also, what the hell are you doing?
I'm putting the iPad, because we're always looking down, and it's kind of awkward.
How do you think it looks on the freaking camera?
Because the camera's out there, so no one can see the iPad.
Well, yeah, me.
Yay.
It's Jesus. Anyways, it seems that the old man also knows a little bit about mechanics and will try and actually fix the ship. This is also from the universe where Dr. Giro knows how to build life-size androids. So, I guess this old man is also versed in, interstellar spaceships.
And he decides to
feel whether or not his face is actually real and it's not just some sort of suit. There's a point where personal space is invaded in this, but, I guess pinching somebody's face doesn't really faze Jocko too much.
And he just keeps repeating his lines. I am the protector of the galaxy. Old man's like, okay, I get it.
I'm gonna enjoy this gimmick. Because, he's not gonna shut up now, so now he's actually going to be an entertaining character.
And so...
And even though that the old man can't fix the ship, he's nice enough to let Jocko sleep for the night at his place.
Yeah, and so we ask him, we like something to eat or something to drink, and he says, well, I'm either I don't eat milk or I don't eat cheese or drink milk.
How's this guy not fat?
Aliens.
Well, he's got stir-fried vegetables, so that should be better for him, right?
I desire milk and cheese.
Whatever.
According to my research, those are the closest things. Those are the closest things to what we actually eat.
No, whatever. I'm not
drink milk, kids.
Well, that's a way to get kids to start drinking milk. And I'll give it to this. I was actually surprised not to see that the first time that we see a main character in a Akira Toriyama series doesn't go completely bonkers for food, because every single main character, just like Goku, for example, he will just eat every freaking thing.
And Toriko.
But
and
that's
Luffy.
But that's not Akira Toriyama. I meant it was strange because everybody else in his series would constantly eat so much stuff. And, Jocko only eats cheese and milk, so, I guess lactose intolerance would be his bane to cause you to starve on his planet. Anyways, we get back to the story where both him and the old man are just simply talking about what it is to be a space patrolman. Pretty much a lot of dialogue-heavy stuff going into... we protect the planets, we make sure the balance is in order, and, if anybody's actually breaking the law, we come in to help them out. Anyways, it seems that the conversation has ended, and they're about to all head to bed.
And it just nice, so he just gets up, puts on a suit, goes in the ocean, finds that, they grabbed that shark.
Yep, the shark is massive. It's actually a giant monster shark.
Because, we see this shark, and in the background we see regular sharks.
Gotta love it.
So, yeah, he decides to beat it up.
You know what, Ellie?
Hi, shark! No, I can just see, Dragon Ball Z abridged Goku's voice. He's like, hi, giant shark, I'm gonna kick you in the schnoz!
Well, he's always beating up giant fish for the sake of eating, I don't think it would be too outrageous for this new character to just do the same.
And the next morning, he sit and watch TV.
And it seems that the reason that he got up in the middle of the night was actually due to the fact that he only needs a couple hours sleep. Unlike most humans who need 8, he probably only needs 2. So, he recharges quickly.
Like a robot.
Well, he's an alien, and we don't know anything about his anatomy.
But yeah, he also mentions that he got rid of the monster shark. He's like, what? And it's on its belly going bleh.
Boy, sushi.
That is one giant sushi.
Well, god damn it.
We're so racist.
How is that racism? Just mentioning the fact that there's sushi or fish to eat in, an anime or a manga. How is that racism?
But yeah, he just takes it pretty well, so...
Yeah, anyways, Jocko then spent the rest of the night watching TV and about how they're about to shoot this super idol, into space.
You dumb kids with your PlayStation 3s and your Xbox boxes and your TMZ, I don't know what.
Boy, this old man if he's that cranky, I don't want him to be my grandpa. But it seems that we actually start getting a little bit of the old man's backstory, and it seems that he was a scientist at this particular island, and it seems that due to the fact that there's nobody else on the island is because of an accident that happened during that time under his leadership, that everybody, including his wife, so this explains the gravestone, unfortunately perished during that accident, and he's the only one remaining.
And this laboratory was government funded, so yeah, that I guess that's why he decided to hate humans.
Because they decided to cut his funding because a deadly accident happened
that he caused. Shouldn't he hate himself?
Well, he didn't directly cause it. It was an assistant of his, and it basically just blew up in the assistant's face.
And how much you want to bet that this assistant's gonna be a future bad guy?
They said that everybody's dead.
Oh yeah.
The future bad guy
plot
theory.
Twist. No, but there's a plot twist that he actually survived.
If that's actually a plot twist, I'll give you $5.
But yeah, so the old man just hates humanity because of the accident, and he wishes that every human being was dead.
That's probably not the best idea in the world, but after his little ranting and raving, he goes to try and fix Jocko's ship.
And apparently it's a little bit out of his league.
Well, it says that there's a fundamental part missing out of it, so it's essentially like having a piston out of the engine. So they actually need to get certain parts in order to fix it. So it'll be some time before Jocko gets off the planet Earth, and that's probably a good thing, because it turns out that Jocko's come here with an interesting mission
to save the Earth.
And
from like space pirates or something.
Yep, it seems that some aliens from something called the Brutal Planet have come to actually invade Earth. What these brutal aliens look like, have no idea.
Aliens from the planet Brutal. I bet they sound real nice.
Oh yeah, because after all, they are so nice when they crush your family's skulls right in front of you. Really neighborly. And it turns out that there's another mission.
And back to the old man's rant saying, I hate humans.
They're not worth it.
They're not worth it. They're all pieces of shit.
Jocko takes that to heart.
I don't really think he takes it to heart. I think he was like trying to prove a point or something that he actually has this capsule corp capsule.
Yeah, we're bringing those back.
And it's called an extinction bomb, where I guess like taken from Rise of the Planet of the Apes, creates a disease that will kill only humans.
That's a very, very specific virus, but nonetheless very deadly in this series.
And suddenly the old man takes it back.
Yep, there are some humans that are worth saving, like me.
Like me. And there's like, I think old man should go like, well, no, you can spare my life. Just make sure you kill that super idol bitch.
Well, anyways, it seems that he comes up with a good point to keep Jocko from pressing the goddamn button. Because if every human dies, then nobody helps him get off the planet. So, Jocko decides not to, and just decides to play around with a fiddler crab for a while, thus ending the chapter.
I am the decider!
I love that. I love this already. To be honest, I can't wait to start reading more of this. If the book comes out, I totally want it. But now we have to get to a full
Cover of Naruto.
It's not like we already knew the colors anyway, but
Because of the anime, but whatever.
I guess the Biju is dark brown.
Yo, I always thought it would be pink or something.
Why would you think the Biju would be pink?
Fear
me, for I am flamboyant!
Majin Buu, he's pink.
You make a point. I mean...
Fear my pinkness!
Yeah, but at the start he started as a pink fat idiot. But then later on became a sadistic little child.
Yeah, so they realize that something is wrong, that something's not right.
Yeah.
And
the Biju seems to be absorbing poor Obito's body, including with itself.
And Obito has become the Biju's Jinchuriki. Fucking damn.
Yep. This is unfortunate and gets an awesome, cool black baggy pants included with it.
Black torn up pants like Ichigo's.
I know they have a specific name, but
I don't know what it is.
It escapes me.
But,
I'm not familiar with traditional Japanese clothing.
Where like Obito's like half scaly and half pure skinned. I don't know what that means, but
well, it seems that the transformation isn't yet completed, so I guess at this point he's just sort of almost there, sort of like a, like Frieza's third form, it's almost there. And this obviously poses a problem since all of the Biju is now in one person.
Yeah, that's
including with Rasengan and Rinnegan. So essentially, this guy is pretty much just like I said before in the last video. Pretty much the Sixth Sage right now.
Yep. So everyone's gonna die.
Yep, and obviously Tobirama and Hiroshima see this as a really big problem, seeing as how they're the only ones to know about the Biju completely. And Naruto senses that the familiar presence of all the other tailed beasts being absorbed into the Jinchuriki, just like how he noticed that that Pain was doing beforehand, before he decided to, do a complete 180 and, turn good.
Yeah.
But I guess this one was caused because Madara's an asshole.
Yeah, so everyone's going like, do something. Should we do something? I think we should do something.
And of course, Hiroshima is the only one to actually do something, as he slams another ceiling gate on him. But one's not enough. Let's add 10.
What's that? It's like, not enough.
Wow.
But even that doesn't work.
Yep. And now it's
apparently this Tails is a freaking boss.
Yep, and it seems that he's not done, sending out 4 Jinchuriki aura arms. I'm not really sure how to say it, but they're like aura hands. They then jut out and then grab the Crimson Barrier and rip it apart.
Fuck!
Yep, and this is the more advanced version from the one that Orochimaru used against Sarutobi.
Yeah, so pretty much everyone's going, we are so screwed!
Yep, and all of the clones have seemed to have disappeared around Madara because, Madara is a chump now compared to the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. The Ten Tails, the thing that literally caused an apocalyptic jutsu on everyone. And it seems that the Sarutobi, Tobirama, and Hiroshima want to join the fight. With their clones, of course, because...
And we also forgot to mention that the fourth Hokage, calls him Obito and tells him to stop. But apparently
his mind is gone.
Yeah. I mean, so he sort of forgot who he is now. Obito.
Mindless monster. That's never a good thing.
So the other 3 Hokages jump into the fray. And Hiroshima says he might be stronger than me.
I could probably see that as fact because, well, not only for the fact that he had a hard time dealing with the Nine-Tailed Fox while he was still alive, having to deal with the other beasts along with it, yeah, that's a problem.
Yep. And
problem it shows as he blasts through the wood clone and through Tobirama. And we end at that. Yep, all hope is gone.
what's that line? Forget all hope. Who
Ye who enter here. Yep.
So now it's getting. So now let's just get to Bleach, where everything's
actually going well. We're back in the human world where Yuzu is making dinner, and while Karin is playing a video game, and Ishin is acting like an idiot in front of his patient. Anyways, Yuzu seems to be wondering when Ichigo will be coming back. Yep, because, training with the Zanpakuto masters, is going to be a very quick process. But, of course, we then return back to Renji and, interesting enough, Rukia.
I don't think it's Rukia. I think it's that...
That is Rukia, dude.
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh, what about that healer guy?
The healer? You mean the guy with the...
Yeah.
Not him.
Nope, that is not Momotaro.
Oh, okay.
Why would you think the healer that only had so much to do in the first arc be in the, spirit world where the Spirit King is?
Mass training?
No. Anyways, Rukia and Renji are actually about to face off against each other, but in fact just scream loudly at each other, and a bunch of bell ringing just starts up, and it seems that they're both exhausted. So I'm guessing that they were doing some fighting.
No.
That
or scream off.
Nope, it appears that where they're at right now has a spiritual pressure so high that the first time they got there, they collapsed from exhaustion. Yep, just got knocked out by even walking on the damn thing. However, it seems that Rukia has just gotten a call. Yeah, because in Soul Society...
Phone call.
Yeah, because in Soul Society we have cell phones. Why didn't we use those in Heck no Mundo?
Because fairies.
Anyway, she got a call from... Karinji, sorry. It's hard to pronounce some of these names after not having to, speak them for a while. And it turns out that Byakuya is fully healed. However, in turn, Byakuya actually wants to stay in the chamber so that he could literally go through more painstaking training at the hot springs, so he'll literally collapse.
Now, remind me, was there a time skip before this?
Yeah, well, the time skip... was, like chapters and chapters and even books ago. So, it ended with the Aizen arc. Aizen got defeated and, Ichigo lost his powers for a while. Then a time skip happened. It was only a year. And basically not really too many changes happened. Kenpachi lost the weird hairstyle with the bells on it. And, his hair just, drapes down now. This time skip is where Rukia cut her hair a little bit, Renji let his go a little bit.
Her short hair is even shorter.
So? I guess combat experience means your hair is different. So this automatically means you're better.
It also means, you changed your hairstyle? That means character development. No, it isn't. Anyways, it seems that Byakuya is still going to stay at the Healing Hot Springs so that he can, like I said before, literally knock himself out due to the amount of pressure that the hot springs give off so that he can amass more energy so that he can take on the Stern Ritter. However, it seems that this is a bit forlorn due to the fact that Renji and Rukia have already remembered that once Byakuya gets past the sword guy, who is Oetsu, they have to go to the fitting room of doom. Dum dum dum.
I love how that rhymed. And it seems that Rukia is kind of breaking the fourth wall here, telling Renji not to remember, because of course, every time they remember, we have to go into the black frame flashbacks. And it seems that like we said before, they're going through 5 trials with the Squad Zero members, and they've already gone through 3 of them, and the remaining 2. Now we get introduced to the purple-haired woman. We don't even know her name. That's just the thing. At the intro, we don't even know her name.
She's just purple-haired lady.
Yep, who seems to have oddly, mannequin hands. and it seems that she needs to make new outfits for them. I'm not sure how that affects battle at all, but whatever.
But they look fabulous!
Yep, and even asks Renji to strip off his loincloth. You know, even though that Renji fights this, it's still going to happen, because if he doesn't, she'll just cut around it. And if she cuts it, she cuts it.
Oh my.
Oh, God. Yeah, this woman is scary. I wouldn't be surprised if she had some sort of relationship with Mioriya. Good God. And, of course, Rukia is more worried about her brother going through that. But, you know, Byakuya is already standing naked at a hot spring. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Anyways, we finally get to Ichibe Hosube, who is actually part of the Squad Zero, and he's kind of like the high priest one. If you read the books already, he's the monk. You know, he's the guy who looks like a monk.
And also looks like Russian Santa Claus.
Russian Santa Claus, yeah. Go see The Rise of the Guardians. Anyways, it seems that he found them both collapsed at the first time that they actually came here, and that the whole purpose here is that they could go through one sparring match without collapsing. So far, all Renji and Rukia have been able to do is stand up and yell at each other. And then they're exhausted already. That's pretty pathetic. Anyways, we join back with Shinji, who's calling Hiyori about a mission that they can take care of. Well, and I should explain this a little bit. The reason why Shinji and a few of the other people are in Soul Society, and why not all of the Viceroy Visored are is still on Earth, is because, well, the positions are still filled. I mean, Hiyori was the 12th assistant captain, but the only problem is that position is filled by Nemu, and the captain is Mioriya Kurotsuchi, and he's not going to be happy of giving that position to Hiyori. So some of them have to stay behind a little bit. But, you know, that's fine, because, you know, it gives them a chance to actually do something in the human world. And it seems that they finally get the package, and it's from both Shinji Hirako and Mioriya Kurotsuchi. So whatever they got something. You know what? It may as well just be a box full of organs, whether it's Mioriya. And of course, because the package finally got there in such a quick pace before Hiyori denied the request, she just decides to bluntly accept it anyway. I am disappointed, though, that Love is not one of the captains again, because, you know, he had a pretty kick-ass Shikai that could cause explosions, and it's a giant frickin' mace. Anyways, wow, we haven't seen these characters in a while. Kegu and the others, the other humans that we haven't paid attention to for quite some time, are all talking about why Ichigo hasn't showed up in a while, and for the fact that he may be doing something with Soul Society. And they hit that one with a bullseye, because it seems that Koiraku shows up to actually introduce himself again to all three of them.
Time to die!
Why would you say that? The fact he's awesome.
I know, it's sort of like, you know, when a Grim Reaper comes to greet you, it means...
Oh, I didn't think about it like that. Like, yeah, he is a Soul Reaper, so, you know, I thought that those three, you know... I never thought about it like that. Like, hey, guys, it's your time to die. Well, fuck.
Garbage day!
Why are you making a Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 reference?
Because in those references, people die.
It's whatever. Anyways, it seems that Koiraku has a message to give to them, and it's about saying goodbye to Ichigo.
Aww.
What could that mean? And now we get to Toriko. Oh yes, because after that climactic battle of so many WTF moments with Toriko and Star June just absolutely bifurcating, decapitating, and sometimes blowing their own sternums up.
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm done. Anyways, we finally get away from that, seeing as how that mysterious black cloak figure is there right now. And it's a problem problem because we see that, well, Teppei is there with him, like I said before, but he seems different than usual. And it seems that everybody senses him, like the whole anime thing, like when a powerful individual shows up, everybody has to look in the same direction.
Yeah.
Yep, and it seems that this guy is standing on what appears to look like a galaxy. If you stand on a galaxy, that's pretty badass, if you ask me. Chuck Norris do that. Anyways, it seems that this thing that they're standing on is not...
Oh, please, Chuck Norris is the universe.
Well, so he's standing on Chuck Norris.
Maybe that cool guy is Chuck Norris.
If it is... You know what? I'm tired of making bets with you and you being wrong. Anyways, it seems that the circles pad that they were sitting on is actually a shadow lizard, which is a capture level of 295. So this pretty much puts the mammoth out to pasture at this point.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I think this is going to be like the power levels, Dragon Ball Z. I think the capture level thing is going to be like absolutely pointless.
Yeah, because believe it or not, this shadow lizard has pretty much been overshadowed because Toriko actually took a trip to the gourmet world without taking any precaution to it because he's arrogant like that, and we have undetermined levels of monsters. Mm-hmm. Hell, the rain there is so rough that it causes a gravity shift, and it adds about 100 pounds onto you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it seems that
just don't send Superman there. In that rain.
Yeah.
I feel weak.
Yeah, dude, it blocks out the sun. Yeah. The rain there blocks out the sun, even if it's a bright, clear day. It just you see darkness. Anyways, it seems that the Neo Gourmet Society, that's what I'm just going to call them, seems to know this individual and speak of him only coming here to say goodbye to this world. And even G7 is there to see them. And like I said before, these guys are just tasters. They're like ultimate tasters, I guess. And now they finally land where the battles have all stopped simultaneously, I guess, out of fear. And it seems that a couple of Teppei's comrades recognize him. And it seems that Zebra's now interested in this individual. But like Zebra has interest in people, he only wants to fight them. So he just charges a voice missile at them. And Teppei counters with, seriously, the growth pattern of these plants in Toriko is just about as ridiculous as the powers themselves. Creates a soundproof tree and a earthquake-resistant roots. And the roots end up taking Zebra and restraining him. Just for the fact that Zebra is restrained is that these plants are bad news. And it seems that he asks why Teppei seems so different, and it seems that the man only says that his flavor is different. I don't know, maybe it's like a mind control
chakra, thing. Spiritual pressure.
And now flavor. And it seems that the Nitros that were interested in the battle have come to attack the mysterious individual, while the mysterious individual now pulls out a knife. And it seems that old lady Chio seems to know what that is.
Taste change.
And he strikes the two Nitros in the head, and they're his servants now. Wow. To control the Nitro with a cut alone, and he says that he changed their flavor. It's got to be like some sort of mind control thing. Yeah. Anyways, it seems that Chio knows who this man is and goes by the name of Joe. It's spelled Joie, so I'm not really familiar with the name. Mm. And it seems that that this Joe guy needs Chio to die because, well, she knows of him. And it seems that only a couple more individuals actually know of him and that they're going to be next. And it seems that Chio retorts with saying that the knife doesn't belong to him and belonged to the god chef Froze, who was actually
And the name of that
Akasi's chef.
And the name of that knife is called Cinderella. I guess so.
I'm not sure how that coordinates with it, but it's just a pretty name.
Maybe the handle's made of glass or something.
Disney reference. Okay, but that's fine and all, but I really have no idea what to say about that, because sometimes people just throw out names just because they kind of sound pretty. I mean, really, sometimes they just point? Do. Well, I mean, like Cell, they named him Cell because, he needed to absorb the most powerful DNA of people, and
plus all his cells, come from Goku,
Piccolo, a whole lot of other people.
That's why he's called Cell. The name had a purpose.
Yeah, sometimes...
It meant something!
Yeah, sometimes they just want to choose a name just because it's pretty. Like the Princess Theory. You just want to have that title just because it sounds cute. But, to get off the cute standard, we now get into World Trigger. And, to be completely honest, we've actually been getting... We've been getting the request so far, is that some characters are actually showing expressions that we could actually tell that they're mad, they're sad, they're serious, or they're complaining, or they're exaggerating. Now we're starting to get that little by little. And to start off with is that the meeting with the Osamu team, which is going to be Yuma, Chio, and Osamu, is that now they're going to be coming up with a plan to make A rank. And it seems that this is going to be an interesting way to get up to A rank, because usually it just goes forward with training and, battles against neighbors. But it seems that the only way to make rank even quicker is to go into a battle match with other ranked individuals.
Oh, that sounds like something from, what was the name of that anime? Where classes battle each other for the... I forget the name of it.
Was it Baka and Test?
Yeah, Baka and Test. Where if you want to get higher up, you have to challenge the higher ups.
Yeah, but it was always just for stuff.
Yeah.
I think didn't they once challenge for a blackboard?
Nobody cares about blackboards.
Well, I guess they
blackboards are blackboards.
And as I said, and even Jin is in on this conversation, because he has to be the one to add witty comments towards what Yuma says, because Yuma automatically wants to go and make A rank real quickly. But of course, Jin has you to say that has to make a retort to that, because it seems that the battle matches don't actually happen every day. They happen only during a certain part of the year. So it seems like that you can only do this during a certain period of time. It's not like like how the Bleach ranks work, is where you could challenge the captain at any point for the position of captain. It has to be during a certain date. But of course, even with all of that, it seems that Chio wants to actually know how to fight. And so they go through a little explanation about the three types of soldiers that you could get are attackers, gunners, and snipers. And they go through a little bit of an interview of Chio's abilities, her personality, and it seems that her personality is fit for sniper. And right after we find out that little bit of information, a new character shows up and shows the exact expressions that we were looking for. Introducing Kyrie, Konami. And yep, she...
Konami.
Who?
Konami.
From?
No, Konami.
Konami.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh.
Cards.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That card game that doesn't seem to die. Yeah, anyways, we finally get a person who actually has expression. And it's appropriate because, this
and
character...
boy, she a whiny bitch.
Yep.
And the first thing she argues about is, who ate my snacks?
Who ate my snacks?
And of course she blames the little boy upon the ancient beast. Jesus Christ. And starts asking whether or not he did it anyway. And of course Shiori replies that she gave all the snacks to the new guests. And just as Konami arrived, so do the other two members of the A-rank squad within the building.
And we're going to see a lot of fan art on them pretty soon.
Yep, anyways, it's see. And as soon as they get introduced, Konami actually asks Jin of who these people are actually here and why they have been administrated into their group. Jin comes up with probably the stupidest lie on the planet and says that Team Usamu is his brothers and sister. And it fools Konami. But it doesn't fool the black-haired individual that came through the door as well, who's known as Koisuke, Karasuma. I'm just going to call him Karasuma because they often do that a lot with Japanese names, that they call them by their last name. And it seems that he goes through, and that he sees through Jin's obviously stupid ploy. And it seems that Reiji, Kizaki. Sorry, I'm just getting introduced to these names already. And he reveals that Jin is an only child. At least he knows that he's lying right off the bat.
At least Akira Toriyama tries to come up with fun names.
Well, they don't really have to set the standard of creating, fun names. I mean...
Well, the thing is, if you want your characters to be memorable, they should have memorable names.
Well, that doesn't mean you either give out the culture. I mean, they still were able to keep traditional Japanese names, but I mean, look at Grimjaw. He's one of the most memorable characters.
Yeah, because he's got a memorable name. Grimjaw.
Well, it could also be the fact that he has a giant, skull jaw planted on the right side of his face. Anyways, it seems that the introduction of both of them being the A ranks is that they're ready to go and take on this battle competition or whatever it's called. And it'll be going on Sunday, December the 15th.
On his iPhone.
Product
placement.
Yeah, you win, Jobs. You win. Anyways, it seems that Jin actually wants to pair up all three of the Osamu team members with the other A-rank members. This way so that one person can train the other in the art that they're standard in. And however, Konami wants to resist, but Jin retorts by saying that this is an order from the boss. So she can't really, ignore it. So, in fact, she's the first one to choose the person she will train, and the one she will train will be Yuma. That's going to be fun. And it seems that Kizuyaki is a sniper, so he will be teaching the very short Kosaki, Chika. That pairing is just so fun to me because, it's the big, what appears to be the GI sort of standard for border, and the little girl, he's got to be training the little girl. Are you freaking kidding me? And it seems Osamu will be paired up with Kyusuke. And so this training will be fun. However, Masamune, you know what? I don't think this guy's facial expressions will change as just, the color drapes down to show that he's doing something shady.
I'm gonna be an evil villain.
He's gonna be something like that, and he says 3 more days, and then stop.
No, I'm an evil villain. Oh, really? Because that scar just totally makes you look like a good guy.
Come on, some scars look good on good guys, like Yamcha, even though he doesn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, it would be better that way.
Yamcha's been Yamcha'd!
And come on, we could come up with guys who have cool scars. I mean, come on, look at Kenshin Himura from Ronin Kenshin. He's the ultimate good guy. You cannot deny that.
And now we get to Nisekoi.
Yeah, because really, we didn't really have anything to add off on Trigger.
But basically, this chapter is just a big...
It's sort of like a comedy filler.
No. The thing is, it's not that funny. It's just a big...
The last part is funny as hell.
Oh, yeah, but what I'm saying is that this chapter is nothing but a fan service fest. That's all it is.
It's still better than To Love Ru.
Because if it's a pool episode, you just know it's just fan service.
Yeah, and our excuse for the pool episode is that the teacher forgot to recruit people for who would actually clean the facility during that day. And since Ichijo is the only one in the classroom leaving late, he gets automatically pulled in because, nice guy. And we start off already with that fan service by seeing, high school girls fill out, we see her fill out real quickly as a high school girl. Where was this going on when I was in high school?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep, and
the popular people.
Got a point. Anyways, the girl, it seems like everybody.
The whole gang. Oh, what a coincidence!
Yes, the plot is filled by, the plot being hot women. And everybody joins. Haru, Kosaki, oh Jesus, Tachibana, and even Seiji. And for those who don't remember,
Paula.
Seiji. Paula and Seishuro join as well. And Seishuro, dresses really risque for a girl.
Wait, who?
Seishuro.
I mean her.
Yeah, look at that tube top.
Yeah, I know. And,
just take off that tied together...
And she's the one with the biggest bust of all the girls.
Yeah, so declares Paula.
and
it seems that all of them are ready to help out.
Except for Paula.
Yep, because all she's here is just to do extra guard duty for Chitoge.
And what does she do? Climb a tree.
What's the point? Why do they have a tree in the middle of their swimming pool?
Don't know.
Whatever. Anyways,
and so we get to the fan service.
Where are you? Well, especially since Shu points that out real quickly. I'd bet I'd make a killing if I took a movie of this. Gotta love his ideas since he doesn't actually do anything.
Okay. I think this guy is like the Deadpool of this series, where he knows he's a cartoon. He just knows it.
I bet he does. He does. Anyways, you know what? Seriously. All right, we have a model shot of literally Chitoge just pouring water on herself. Whoa. Okay.
That's what it's meant for.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to put a mature rating on this video now. Great, we're gonna get all the freaks now.
I'm not like we haven't been doing mature things, with our words either.
Yep. However, it seems that everybody is done with the work now and decides to break for lunch. However, Haru wants to get Paula involved within it, and even goes so far.
And she decides to climb.
Yep, she goes so far as to climb.
It's totally safe.
Yeah, but of course, there's no perilousness in just climbing a tree, but, it's the effort to go for a person like Paula who's just constantly keeping people away from her that makes it a little bit extra special, so, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, Haru does her best to try and get Paula to go in with them. However, Paula then walks away and then starts spying on everyone.
And then Ichigo just pours a bucket of water on her.
Yep, pretty much Ichijo's there just to fill the... Yep, you really actually want to hang out with all the people and have fun, don't you, Paula? You just don't want to admit it, for some odd reason.
And
what's with the cheek pinching in here? Is it just supposed to be like, hey, listen to me, I'm saying something important about how you're not telling the truth? So anyways, I guess due to that, it's convincing enough to actually get Paula to come on out.
And
the first thing that's done is that Haru pushes her into the water. Okay, now here's the reason why. Because Paula can't swim. A professional assassin.
Who can't swim. Okay, this is like having aliens whose weakness is water.
Oh, you mean signs?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like saying, yo, I got an idea. How about the aliens' weakness is water?
Because, you know, invading a planet that's over 50% water sounds like a great idea.
Stop.
And now...
One Punch Man. And
Stop! No more two-page spreads!
Yep, this entire chapter is full of two-page spreads of a...
Shall we show it to them? No, wait, I got an idea. I don't know if we'll get in trouble for this. By YouTube. Okay, watch. It won't stop! Stop! No more!
And it just keeps going.
It keeps going. It never stops! And then, finally, we get to see something else. And guess what happens? And it's still going! It's not! Okay, finally. Then we did...
Genos asks his name, and his name is Bueno.
That's the whole chapter!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a giant conflict of interest here in terms of this chapter, because I actually love this chapter. It's one of the few ones where I started reading One Punch Man, and you can tell by him he doesn't like it.
And I've been looking at the Scantrons.
It's the same thing.
No, like the new ones?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but the art suddenly went bad. Like, I don't know if it was, like...
It's because their scenes aren't just as dynamic. They're just supposed to be silly.
No, I mean, like, it looks like, a 5th grader's been drawing them. Is that the whole joke?
Maybe. Look at how Saitama's drawn!
No, I mean everything is drawn terrible! Like, everything looks like something an amateur's been doing. Like their arms are, like, literally just these cartoony things. Like, I don't know what's gonna go on in the future now.
Okay, anyways, that's evident to the contrary, but right now it's time to get back to some One Piece, and like before, we didn't get a One Piece chapter the last time, but now we finally get it in a full color page. And what do we start off with?
Oh my god!
For those of you who have actually read the book, there was an introduction when Baby 5 and Buffalo were introduced that showed a sort of transition to the Doflamingo household. In that household were definitely a lot of odd-looking characters, to say the least. And we finally get to see one of them, and it's Giola. And this lady is kind of weird because her entire upper body is, bulbousy and wide, while her legs are skinny as hell.
I don't know if this is some sort of
If you turned her upside down, she would be a frickin' maraca. And
she is a maraca.
And more surprising, she's actually a part of the Treble Army Assassins. And then we get a nice shot of what appears to look like Nami, Chopper, and Brook.
Where Brook looks like Scream.
The Screamer from... Now, already, this woman seems to have an interesting fruit power. And this fruit power seems to derive from the ability to change things into objet art. And I'm serious on this. She has changed the entire body structure of Brook, Chopper, and Nami to the point where they look like they came out of abstract art. And to add more insult to injury...
And Nami is titless.
Well, that's... Oh, God. What kind of world do we live in where Nami doesn't have gigantic honkers?
Curse you, Giola!
Ichiro, you stole your gimmick. And to add, like I said before, to add insult to injury, not only did he change, obviously, the size of Nami's Gregorius chest, but she also changed the entire Thousand Sunny. You don't mess with the pirate crew's ship, bitch! You don't! You don't screw with the ship! And Frankie's gonna be pissed! But, of course, we have to transition to that, back from before the next round kicks off, that we see that the lone gladiator is trying to recover from his wounds due to his battle with Bartholomew. And it seems that Rebecca is there to give the gladiator a little bit of comfort.
And we finally get some boobs!
Well, oh yeah, because we didn't get any from Navi. You suck. And it seems that, this lone gladiator seems to know Rebecca, but refuses to actually acknowledge her. Well, Rebecca is on the wiser. And now we actually get an interesting color page with Diamante, who is the champion of the gladiator arena, who's speaking to Hyena about orders given to him by Doflamingo. And it seems that the orders are to take out Luffy in order to gain his place back into the family as a form of redemption. And ever since that Luffy was actually kind to him and concerning after his match,
I must regain my honor!
Well, no, he actually kind of looks a little bit, confused. What should he do? Regain his honor to his former crew, or to save somebody who actually cared for him?
The Zuko plot.
Well, it's kind of a good plot. And now we actually get to see color of Bartholomew. Boy, this guy's a mesh of color. He's got plaited yellow and red pants, a giant purple coat, and he has lime green hair. That just looks awesome.
No. You know what he looks like? The Joker. Why so serious?
I think
purple coat, green hair.
Wow.
A big smile on his face.
Yeah, not to mention that his smile's full of fangs.
Yeah, so why so serious?
Well, the reason I'm serious on this character is because after exchanging a few words with Cavendish, he seems to have a grudge against Luffy for some odd reason. And to be completely honest, I have no idea what this person has in connection with Luffy. I mean, he does look a little bit like a character that we met back in the Archipelago, but he just does not look familiar whatsoever. He looks a little bit like him, but not much to say that he is. Anyways, we get back to the fighting where it seems that a giant Harjuden, whatever.
Wait.
Hardruden is massacring the entire competition with his giant fists of gold. And, of course, we get our introduction to Lucy in the competition. And the first part of him is riding a bull.
Riding the bullfish.
And it seems that the bull is actually a competitor as well. How you make him a competitor, he just probably walked right in and somebody got confused and said, "You're in. Have fun." Anyways, they try and make a brave charge at the giant, but of course the giant is unfazed and smashes both of them into the ground. But of course this isn't enough to keep Luffy down and is very upset about his bull riding friend. And gets pretty pissed off at the giant, leaps up, and delivers one hell of a punch, sending the giant down, and leaving the crowd very starstruck.
Like this. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do my face.
Ooh, ah!
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but back to more silly faces is actually Dragon Ball Z. And as we said before, Nappa's charging up for the kill. And when we mean kill, we definitely mean kill, if anybody remembers the series well. First part?
Yamcha's arm.
Yamcha's arm? Tien's arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yamcha's already dead.
Sorry, Tien's arm. Ah!
Yeah, and And if there's anybody who remembers the old series, yeah, blood is not black. Yeah, it's red, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no censorship here. And before getting the killing blow, Tien leaps out of the way, but is still knocked down by Nappa. And after a bunch of flippy tricks from Krillin, he ends up getting nearly blown up. And of course, Chaozu remains to do anything, but now finally decides to do something.
Vegeta, the Pokemon's on my back!
Team 4-star references, ladies and gentlemen. And
No, Chaozu!
And self-destructs just as usual. And
Vegeta, he used self-destruct. I hate when they do that.
Now, I'm surprised that in the actual manga they didn't make reference to the point that even though that Chaozu does this, he doesn't acknowledge the fact that if they can't use the Dragon Balls on him anymore because he died against Senior Piccolo before. And when I mean Senior Piccolo, I mean Senior Piccolo.
Chaozu, no, we can't bring you back. We already brought you back with the Dragon Balls. We can't bring you twice. Wait, what?
You think that would be a point to add? But, of course, like always, the self-destruct doesn't do crap and just leaves some dirt on Nappa's head. Yep. That's the type of bad that comes from this series.
And now we're going to get to Fairy Tail.
Yeah, and no more 3-chapter go-ins with this one.
Go back to the beginning.
This is the beginning.
Oh, okay, there we go. Fairy Tail is chasing down the treasure hunters.
Yeah, Sylph Labyrinth. And really, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be fun. And it seems that only 4 of the Fairy Tail members decide to give chase while Urza goes back to look for more clues concerning the giants.
And there's like a little
panel of
hindsight joke of Urza. You're just flaking her sword, trying to go, why you no unfreeze?
Yeah, she's not the best detective in the world. But, of course, the Sylph Labyrinth is tired of running and finally gets into their strategy mode.
And get this, the done guy actually talks.
Yeah, but, I guess he'll finish all of his sentences with the word done.
And his hammer is a giant fist.
There's nothing bad about that. And, of course, Natsu's the first one to take him on, but is easily denied by the giant hammer fist, who's going to be given the name Hammer Rara. So his name is
Hammer.
See, now this is where the names actually, they don't have to actually apply to anything. They'll just be memorable. I mean, Sting has nothing to do with the name for light or anything. It's just simply Sting. And getting back to this interesting fight with Hammer Rara, Natsu tries to ignite a fire iron fist on him, but it seems that the iron-handed hammer is resilient to fire, and even grabs Natsu and chucks him into a mountain.
Oh, come on, now, so you were able to do that with, like, 2 wizards, who actually have magic that don't affect them by fire.
Well, he could always underestimate and not give enough power, and so Gray will also learn this as he tries to take on the other member known as Sword Hiroshi.
Yeah, so this
guy...
He
has a cool weapon, I'll admit. He dodges all of the ice attacks, and...
It's both a sword and a gun.
Yep, he pretty much shoots an elongated blade over at him. However, as he's using that attack, a simultaneous shot is fired at Lucy and Wendy. And just to get out of the way quickly, they find out that the third member is actually hiding within the trees, known as Sniper Drake. And it seems that his sniper rifle runs on magic, however, it hones in on magic. However, Lucy doesn't want to go down without a fight, and so she summons Sagittarius. I almost said Sagittarius. That would have been bad. However, it seems that even Sagittarius's magical cosmic arrow isn't enough to actually defeat even 1 bullet. That's not good. These guys are actually far more powerful than we let on. And just to be completely honest, why does Natsu always have to fight the weirdos, and why Gray always has to fight against the cool-looking people? Whatever. And wow, these treasure hunters are actually...
And this is where it gets interesting. Oh, okay. So
We
Urza is actually looking around,
for clues about the giants.
and here's where the art, actually gets better when it comes to ice, because last time we saw it, it didn't look like ice.
It looked
like,
all dusty.
Yeah, it just looked dusty. So what he did was he added tones on the ground, to make it look like it's ice.
Yeah, it makes it look a little bit more transparent and fleshy.
So she realizes that the giants are facing
All facing the same way.
They're all facing the same way.
In hand.
Yeah, they're all facing the same way. So they had to been fighting something, and she realized that what they were guarding was the eternal flame.
Yep. So she judged from the placement of where the giants were, and noticed that when they were attacking, they were facing the enemy. So whatever they were defending was right behind them, and right behind them was a tall mountain.
And so she goes up there,
but finds nothing but just
but she then starts to feel strange. She turns into a child.
Yep. Not sure how that worked, because all of her armor has fallen off, revealing a very younger and more childlike Urza.
And do you notice? Okay, when she's looking at herself in the ice mirror,
her eye is covered to be reminiscent that one of Urza's eyes is actually fake.
Yeah,
this is quite interesting.
Yeah, because you kind of see that scar.
So there's a lot of mystery going around here, with not only a smaller branch of Tartaros's Dark Guild around, but the, I guess, overexpected power of the treasure hunters, and now the mystery behind this age-changing ice?
Or maybe it's the atmosphere. It's like a magical atmosphere.
Well, whatever. It's still a mystery to everybody. But unfortunately, this is where the mystery ends for today.
Yeah, and there was another chapter, but it's raw, so we're not going to review that, because we have no idea what anyone is saying, because we don't read Japanese.
Not bilingual. Anyways, that has been it for the weekly Shonen Jump review and for the Fairy Tail chapter review. This has been Fonzie.
And this is Hiro.
And we're signing off.